Welcome to another edition of Sportswire Island. Joining me is former Godwin star on the soccer field, on the pitch, Jin Kim. He went to George Washington, moving on to Savannah College. Jin Kim, thanks for joining me. First and foremost, I want to always ask this. How are you? How's your family doing?
We're good. Everyone's safe. Yeah, I mean, just dealing with everything that everyone else has to, of course.
Absolutely. I was looking back at last season, and obviously you and the Godwin Eagles really shined on the pitch, winning the state championship. Take me back down memory lane. What were your thoughts directly after that big victory?
Um, I don't know. I remember crying a lot, honestly, yeah, I think especially since like the previous 3 years, like my freshman through junior year, we went to the state tournament every time and lost every time. Yeah, I mean, I feel like losing 3 years in a row and then finally winning the last year, it definitely a great feeling for sure.
And, how surprised were you back then that once again, I guess for the fourth time, you're playing Deep Run, your arch rival?
Honestly, not too surprising. I think they were us and them. I think we're the two best teams in the state, and I think it was the right move from the VHSL to make the bracket so that we could play them in the final. Because I know the previous 3 years before that, we would have to be matched up with them in the semifinals. Yeah, definitely. I feel like they were the us and them were the two best teams in the state. So not too surprised at all.
If memory serves correctly, you guys were down. That was a tale of two halves because you guys were down 2 goals to none. It was 2-0. Deep Run had
Yeah.
all the momentum. How did you guys stay composed, if you remember correctly, and just to get back into that game where you felt like you could still win it?
I mean, to be honest, if I remember correctly, we were down 2-0 around like the 20-minute mark. And I remember like after they scored that second goal, like we all kind of came together a little bit. Like not really, but like we were talking to each other while they were celebrating, obviously. 60 more minutes to an hour. So like they can score 2 goals in 20 minutes. Try to score more than that in the remaining hours. So I think that was our mindset. And then once we got the first one, the next three just just came. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a snowball domino effect to be sure. But before you could even get to the opportunity to play for a state championship, the game previous, you were behind in that one as well against Freedom. You had to come back and score with just a couple of minutes left in regulation to even force overtime.
Yeah, no, I remember that for sure. It was like because I know in high school soccer when the minutes go down to two, they stop the clock on the scoreboard. I remember looking up at that, and Will Kilius, he was a senior last year. He hit like one of the best goals, left foot in off the post, upper 90. It was perfect. It was really like really clutch, saved our season for sure. And then in overtime, I think I crossed the ball into Chris, and Chris was had that game winning goal too. So yeah, once we got that second goal to tie it, we had a lot of momentum going into overtime, and
You scored
yeah,
basically in the first minute or two of overtime too. Yeah,
mhm,
that was
yeah,
a great delivery into the box by
mhm,
you. Speaking
yeah.
speaking of greatness, though, you were also All Metro Player of the Year. When did you find out about those honors, and how excited were you about that?
I think it was a couple weeks after the state finals, and yeah, it's nice to get those awards, I guess. There are definitely a couple other guys I can think of just at the top of my head who deserve that equally as much as I did, or if not more, in my opinion. Jacob Thomas, one of my teammates, he had a ridiculous season. I think he had like 25 goals and like 20 assists. The stats were ridiculous. And then another good friend who played with me on strikers,
Goal,
Josh Kirkland.
Godwin, Jin Kim.
I'd say one of the best players on Deep Run. He also had ridiculous numbers too. I think like even more goals. But yeah, I mean, happy to win it though. So yeah, it was a good feeling.
How has college been for you? I know you, just like the rest of us, we're all dealing with this new normal during COVID-19 and everything. So how are you dealing with that, and how's the transition to college been for you?
It was fun for sure. Just waking up every day, getting to play soccer, and then going to class right after that is honestly the dream. Just doing what I love every day, and being in college was fun too, meeting a lot of new friends and studying like what I want to do as opposed to when I was in high school, I was, have to take classes I don't really want to. I mean, I did have to do that a little bit since it was like my first semester, but for the most part, I got to do study things I was really into. So that was fun. And then with the whole quarantine situation, it was a little bit rough adjusting, but it wasn't too bad. Just I have decent internet connection and everything like that, so it wasn't too hard of an adjustment, I don't think.
There's always an elective, even at the college level, but you're right. At least it's a little bit less. What are you majoring in these days?
So I was majoring in environmental studies, but I'm actually switching into interior architecture and design, which is why I'm transferring into SCAD in Savannah.
And you're still looking. Obviously, you're still going to be playing soccer, and you're going to be playing at that level. How are they planning to use you on the soccer field?
I've been talking to the coaches, and I think I might be playing attacking mid like I did for Godwin, or maybe as a forward. So looking forward to that definitely, because at GW at least I was played a little bit out of position, and it was a little bit tough adjusting to that. But looking forward to playing where I like to play. So definitely excited for that.
For a lot of high school soccer players that are still playing at this level here down in the 804 in Henrico County, what is your greatest advice to them when it comes to transitioning from playing high school level soccer to college soccer?
Um, I'd definitely say like the first day I came into preseason, like one of the more humbling moments for me, I guess, was I always saw myself as like more of like a fit guy. Like when we did fitness tests and at the high school level, I was usually getting one of the higher scores, would be running one of the best mile times and all that thing. But when I went to GW and we did the fitness tests, I think I had like the 15th best score out of like 30 people, so like exactly in the middle. And yeah, so like fitness is like the level of competition, I guess, and how fit like everyone is at that level is it's definitely a little bit humbling for me. And yeah, of course the speed of play too. Everything is just way faster. So yeah,
Bigger, faster, stronger. I guess it applies to every sport, including soccer.
yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Well, I hope you really enjoy Savannah. I hope everything goes, opens up in a safe way, but you're able to attend the college in the way that you intend to. And I hope that I always like to leave with this. I know we're all kind of stuck indoors. Some stuff's opening up as we speak, and we'll see how that goes. But for the present time, what's we focus on the negative. What's the one positive that you've gotten out of this quarantine situation?
Um, I'll definitely say family time. Like obviously when my sister and I are off at school, we don't get to see our parents as much. And now that we're all at home, we get to eat every meal together, spend a lot of time together. And I guess that can get annoying at times, but it definitely it definitely is nice to be able to eat with them, talk with them, and spend a lot of time with them because don't really usually get to do that. So
I hear you. I've been cooking a whole heck of a lot more than I ever used to.
yeah. Hmm.
I'd be busy covering you guys or deep run or baseball or something. Now I'm Chef Willard. So, well, Jin Kim, I really appreciate you stopping by, going back down memory lane, talking Godwin soccer, especially since there wasn't a season this particular year. I guess that means Godwin gets to hold the state championship for 2 years in a row
Yeah, I guess
without
so.
having to actually earn it on the pitch for the second go around. But you stay safe and good luck at Savannah.
Thank you so much. You too. Stay safe.